I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. In today's video, I am going to take you through my July empties and show you all of the products that I used up, let you know my thoughts on them, and if I would recommend them or if I personally will be repurchasing them. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So I do have far less empties than typically this month. I think that's because I'm finally getting to the point where I have whittled down my collection enough where I'm not going through products as quickly because I don't have as many half-used products sitting around anymore. So that's a very good thing, but it also means this is going to be a pretty quick empties video, so let's just kind of speed through them all. So I'm going to start with hair care. I have two hair care items this month, which is very, very exciting because I find them kind of difficult to get through. The first one is this Living Proof Curl Definer Cream. This is a styling product for curly or wavy hair. It's just a deluxe sample size that I got with points from Sephora. One thing I did like about this was the smell. It had a very nice smell. I don't think it was any more spectacular than any other curl cream I've used though, so I do not think I would repurchase this just because of the price. I think that you can find drugstore options that work just as well, but this was a nice little thing to sample and try out, and it let me try it without spending money on it, which I would not have been able to do otherwise. So, liked this, but probably will not repurchase. The second hair product was a gel. It is the Biolage Styling Gel. Now, they call this a jaylay styler. It says that it's supposed to have like level 3 hold. This didn't really do anything for me. I don't feel like it held my curls in place. It didn't leave the stiffness, so if you're looking for that, that's probably a good product for you. However, for me, I need it to harden, and then I work that gel crunch out, and it helps my hair stay curly longer. I felt like my hair would fall really flat with this, so would not recommend this. I had picked this up to travel with and then never was able to travel because thank you 2020. But yeah, glad it's out of my collection, would not repurchase, and honestly do not recommend. Okay, I have one little perfume mini. It was this one right here. It is the Burberry Blossom scent. I felt like this had a really nice scent. However, it's not something that I would go and purchase a full size of, but it was nice to use up. One thing that I don't like, you can probably see, there's still the tiniest bit in the bottom, but I cannot get it out. The pipe in the middle does not go down long enough. You can't get all of it out, so that's kind of a bummer, but it was nice to use while I had it. Now we'll talk about body care type items. So I did use up a tube of Crest 3D white toothpaste. I kind of flipped between this one and the Colgate whitening toothpaste, depending on whatever I can get a good sale or a good deal on. This one was fine. It's in the Arctic Fresh flavor. I don't think it really helped with whitening my teeth though, but it's fine. No big deal. Probably won't repurchase, although again, if it's on sale, I might go ahead and give it a go. I also finally finished the last razor refill that I had from Billie. They no longer use this packaging. They send it in cardboard boxes, but I had kept this one so that I could just keep the refills in them. The refills actually look like this. And I finally used my last one. So as of now, I have switched over to a safety razor, which I can just change the blades out. This was just getting too much for me. There's a lot of plastic, a lot of waste, and I'm looking forward to not having to deal with this anymore. I will say this was perfectly serviceable. If you are looking for a razor subscription type thing, check them out. They do have nice prices. Their products are good quality. I just personally am done using them. Another month, another allergy medicine refill done. This is the Zyrtec liquid gels. This is my go-to. I've tried using other brands. They just don't work for me. This is the only one that kind of keeps my sneezing and itchy eyes at bay. So did repurchase this one. Will continue to repurchase this one. It's the only one that works for me. A general household item that I used up was this air freshener. This is just Febreze Air Freshener. It's in the Gain scent. This took forever to use up. I think I've probably had this well over a year, so you definitely get your money's worth. But yeah, it was a nice scent. No big deal. I've moved on to another scent from this same brand. But yeah, another one down. Happy to get that one out since it had been sitting around for a really long time and I was looking forward to trying a new scent. Now we'll move on to makeup products. This one is kind of makeup and skincare, I guess. This was a lip balm from Tarte. This is the Tarte Lip Quench lip balm. This was just in the shade Clear. As you can see, it does not roll up anymore. And honestly, I didn't love it enough to dig it out. So we're just calling this one done. It was fine. It had like a minty flavor, but I don't feel like it was any better at moisturizing or hydrating my lips than anything else, so would not repurchase this one specifically. And if you watched my Project Pan video, you know that I finished an eyeshadow in this palette right here. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. I was working on the shade Heaven, which is this one right here in my Project Pan, and it is officially done. So because of that, I am officially calling this palette done, even though there are a lot of other shades in there. I do not use them. I actually feel like these shades right here are not the best texture. They're kind of chalky or gritty, so I've never really liked those. I do like this middle shade right here, so I might see if I can pop it out of the palette and just put it like in with some singles, but if I can't, it's not a big deal. I'm calling this one done, which is why it's in this empties. And our last category is skincare. So I did go through this Tula hashtag NoMakeup cleansing oil. I like this. However, I do think I like cleansing balms just the tiniest bit better. So this one is nice. It emulsifies really well. It gets your makeup off. I do sometimes still have some leftover eye makeup, but that's pretty stubborn and pretty typical, so I'll usually just take my micellar water and go back over it. But I did really like this one. It didn't bother my skin at all, so would recommend it if you're looking for a cleansing oil. It is kind of on the pricier side. I think it's like $29 maybe. I'll put the price down here. I'm sure you already saw that. But yeah, I did like this one. I would repurchase it if I could get it on sale. But as I said, I think I'm kind of moving on to cleansing balms in terms of removing my makeup. The next skincare item was this Lee CoQ10 toner. It is completely gone. I really like this. I feel like it gives some hydration to my skin. CoQ10 is something that I don't really have in a lot of skincare products. I don't know if it's really necessary to have, but I did enjoy this. However, I did not repurchase this. I went ahead and am trying one from CosRX right now, which was less expensive. This one is a tiny bit pricey. You have a nice glass bottle though, which I do appreciate because it's easier to recycle. But yeah, I did like this. I would repurchase it, but right now I'm kind of trying a few other different things to see if I find something I like better. Okay, I went through another pack of the CosRX Acne Pimple Master Patches. These are my favorite overnight spot treatments for those ones that you need to get the gunk out of. I feel like they work really well. They stick nicely to the skin even when you have skincare on, and I will continue to repurchase this, although I do have 2 more packs of these currently, so I don't need to repurchase right now. Okay, the next item is a face oil. It is this Biossance Squalane plus Vitamin C Rose Oil. This was a deluxe sample size that I got from a seller on eBay because I wanted to try this out. This is super expensive. It's like $72 for the full size. And honestly, I don't really think that it did much for me. And typically my skin likes rose as an ingredient, but I just don't feel like this did much of anything. And with that price tag, there's no way that I would ever purchase the full size. So I'm glad I tried out the smaller size. This did last forever. I think this lasted like 3 months, but I would just do like 4 drops in my hand, put it on in the morning. But yeah, was not really a fan, will not be repurchasing. The last item is this Fresh Sugar Face Polish Scrub. I do really like this. However, I mostly was using it like on my elbows, not on my face, because I found that physical exfoliants like this just don't really go well with my skin. It tends to cause some irritation. So I wanted to go ahead and use this up, but I did it on my body instead. This is something that I used to get all the time through point perks at Sephora, but I hadn't purchased one probably in well over a year. I shouldn't say purchased. I didn't pick one out in like well over a year. This one had been sitting around for a while, but it does have a really nice strawberry scent. It was nice to use. It is like finely milled, so it has small particles that you're using to scrub. But yeah, will not be getting a new one of these, although I did enjoy using this last one up. And those are all of my empties for the month of July. So not too many things this month. Hopefully you were able to maybe get some recommendations, or maybe you were thinking about some of those products and you were able to hear what I thought about them. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.